Quest Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of The Dark Shah by Andrew Turpin, narrated by Mandy Weston. Iran doesn't need one centrifuge. Canada has nuclear energy. Spain has nuclear energy. Switzerland has nuclear energy, and they don't enrich uranium. You don't need to enrich uranium in order to use nuclear energy. You enrich uranium in order to produce a bomb. Naftali Bennett, Israeli politician and current Prime Minister. Prologue. Monday, April the 4th, 2016. Samar gas platform, offshore from Tel Aviv, Israel. The US Secretary of State, Paul Farrar, pushed his plastic protective glasses up his nose and climbed up onto the long speaker's soapbox that stood on the metal deck of the gas production platform, high above the sea. He squinted a little in the bright sunshine, tugged his white safety helmet farther down over his eyes to ward off the glare, and glanced towards the Israeli coast, located 17 miles to the east across the inky Mediterranean Sea. A huge blue and white Star of David flag flapped gently in the sea breeze from its moorings on the tangled steel pipework behind him. An even bigger flag had been stretched out across the helicopter landing pad as part of the welcome he and the Israeli Foreign Minister, Moshe Cohen, had received when they touched down. Farrar waited until Cohen and Alexander Lohman, the chief executive of the US-Israeli company Frontier Energy, which owned the platform, had joined him on the soapbox. All of them wore the obligatory personal protective gear required on the gas platform, as did the crowd of gas company executives, engineers and managers in front of him. There were safety helmets and ubiquitous orange or navy blue protective coveralls everywhere he looked. A few yards to Farrar's right stood two of his dark-suited diplomatic security service officers. Another officer was behind the assembled gathering, while Cohen's bodyguard stood to the left. Two TV cameramen, using handheld units, and two photographers stood near the security officers to the right, recording the proceedings. Behind them, a small phalanx of selected journalists scribbled in their notebooks and tapped away on their phones. Tucked away at the rear were two men who wore dark glasses and were doing their best to melt into the back.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?